Okay, I'm Ana Martin from Mundo Deportivo, a Spanish newspaper. And well, my first question, and it's the same for all that cast, if you were already fans of The Lord of the Rings, and what did you feel when you had the opportunity to take part in this huge project?
Are you a fan?
I was a fan of the films, and that was sort of my introduction to the Lord of the Rings. And one thing that was interesting. So we got to watch the last two episodes last night. I hadn't seen them until last night, and I had one of those moments, especially to watch it on a big screen, where I felt like this is so incredible. I'm being taken on such a ride. I'm being so transported by the scale of everything that, it's to me, it's not about making comparisons, but that sort of cinema and the language of cinema to tell this story. I just thought, I can't believe I'm part of this. I can't believe I'm in this. And I hope that we're sort of giving that to certainly a new audience, to people who are new to this story. And I often think about whether it's children or, people of a certain age, that this gets to be their introduction to Tolkien and to Lord of the Rings. Because from what I saw last night, I just thought, wow, this is so incredible. Like, I couldn't believe that, again, I'm somehow, part of this and get to be part of Middle Earth. So yeah, just to sort of tie it to that, I'm hoping that we get to be that sort of introduction for a new audience.
Yeah, I mean, I echo that, and all I would add is that I was a really big fan of the books. My dad is a huge Tolkien fan, and so introduced me to them, and I kind of pushed them aside when I was really young. I was like, I'll get there, but it was really amazing. And then obviously the films came out, and I love them too. So big fan.
And well, your characters, Nori is a completely new character in this series. I've read, and MIRIEL, we don't have a lot of information about her. So in the lore, I mean, in the background of the Lord of the Rings. So I wanted to ask you if you feel you had the opportunity to make more yours the characters. I don't know if I explained.
Yeah, I mean, I think that something that is really exciting about playing a non-canon character is that there's just you can go in any direction, which actually can be quite daunting because you still want to respect the lore and just the tone of Tolkien and make sure that that's still present. But I think it definitely gave me room to explore what that would look like and have the really lots of discussions with the showrunners about the direction that they saw Nori kind of heading towards. So I think that it was honoring their vision, and then also just making sure that the backstory I was building was believable and made sense within Middle Earth, in the context of Middle Earth. Yeah.
And well, my last question, because I don't have more time, but if you lived in Middle Earth and you could choose which species to be, would you repeat or would you choose another one?
I mean, I'm a fan of Númenor, certainly before it all goes bad.
Yeah, I know.
Unfortunately, Númenor is changing rapidly in the story. But before we make that change, it's not only a beautiful island and sort of at the height of its power, but like I was watching the sort of big battle sequences, and anytime I see you guys out in the desert and looking at the elements, and I'm like, us Númenorians, like, we've had it, relatively easy on our filming days because we've got beautiful sets and it's a comfortable place. So before it all turns, Númenor, I would say, is the place to be. But I'm biased.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I'm really interested in kind of the Ents and like Shelob and Ungoliant, like the spite. I'm really, really fascinated by them and with them. So I think I would love to kind of look at them. But I also think in terms of our series, I love the Dwarven Kingdom. I think that would be, I'd love to see a Halford just pop up in there at some point. But all the actors are so wonderful in their roles that I actually can't, it would just be about popping up to say hello and then watching them go about their day.
Okay, so thank you so much and congrats for the project.
Thank you.
Thank you very
Thank you very much.
Bye-bye.